Southern Thailand still reeling after the worst floods in 300 years killed 145 people, crippled Hat Yai, and exposed deep anger over the government's response. As the recovery drags on, the disaster is reshaping politics in a region that could decide the upcoming election. Saksith Saiyasombut has more.
In late November 2025, the south of Thailand saw the heaviest rainfall in 300 years, flash flooding large parts of the region, including Hat Yai, the biggest city in the south. At least 145 people have lost their lives here. About 3 months on, downtown Hat Yai is slowly coming back to life, businesses reopening. But the scars of the natural disaster are still visible. Ekarat Salor and his family have run a local restaurant for 40 years. Flood markings on the walls show this is not the first time the city has been underwater. But the scale of damage to his business is unprecedented.
มันเยอะมากครับผมเยอะกว่าทุกครั้งที่ผ่านมาเพราะว่าของที่อยู่ตั้งในชั้นหนึ่งเนี่ยก็คือยกเทิร์นขึ้นแค่บนโต๊ะแล้วก็ที่เหลือก็ยกไม่ทันอะไรก็ไปหมดของที่ชั้นหนึ่งแต่พวกเก้าอี้พวกโต๊ะอะไรยังดีก็โต๊ะเป็นโต๊ะหินนะพลาสติกเก้าอี้เป็นพลาสติกอะครับก็ยังล้างได้แต่พวกจานเครื่องครัวอะไรนี่คือ 100% เลยครับเปลี่ยนใหม่
Like most buildings in the area, the water swallowed up the entire ground floor, if not even higher in some other places. It took about a month for this restaurant to clean up and reopen. It's a similar story in this nearby market. Some shops are back up and running, others remain closed. According to Songkhla's Chamber of Commerce, fewer than 20% of local shops have reopened in the months since the floods. Economic damages are estimated at around $700 million, possibly higher. Local authorities face sharp criticism over unclear warnings, slow rescue and relief efforts that left many communities without power, food and water for several days. Alleged mismanagement of the disaster has also cast a bad light on Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul's government, just 2 months after he pledged swift action on natural disasters. With snap elections called recently in December last year, the crisis remains fresh in voters' minds. Southern Thailand, from the Andaman coast down to the Malaysian border, has always been a fiercely contested battleground in the last 2 elections, and this time is no different. Influential local family clans have often shifted their support to different political parties, but the flood crisis has shaken up the political dynamics here even more. This is Songkhla province, traditionally a Democrat stronghold, and there are 9 constituencies here. In the last election, they were split among 4 different parties, with the Democrats holding most of the seats. Since then, the picture has changed. 5 members of parliament have switched parties, and 3 of them have joined the governing Boom Chai Thai party, including the MP for District 2. That MP is Satra Sipan, who has now switched to the 3rd party in just as many elections. He has consistently followed whichever party Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha aligned himself with, but when the former coup leader retired from politics in 2023, Satra was forced to find a new political home and quickly landed with the ruling Boom Chai Thai party, where he thinks he's most ideologically aligned with. While the national government faced heavy backlash for its handling of the flood crisis, Mr. Satra is focusing on relief efforts and future-proofing with the right party.
ก็ต้องขับเคลื่อนนโยบายที่เราได้หาเสียงไว้ขับเคลื่อนให้เป็นรูปธรรมได้เพราะนั้นเป็นรัฐบาลเพราะว่าการที่เราเข้าไปไม่ได้บอกว่าฝ่ายค้านทำงานไม่ได้นะครับแต่ว่าการจะขับเคลื่อนนโยบายเช่นนโยบายในเรื่องของภัยพิบัติที่พี่น้องประชาชนในพื้นที่เนี่ยต้องการเพราะนั้นการเป็นรัฐบาลเนี่ยมันก็จะดีกว่า
One of his opponents is Dr. Supat Hasuwanakit, a hospital director and healthcare activist who is entering politics after 30 years in civil service. He says growing bureaucracy hindered his work and frontline experience during the floods only deepened his frustrations, prompting him to run as an MP candidate for the opposition People's Party to better serve his hometown. Dr. Supat is one of the more visible critics of the government's handling of the Hat Yai disaster.
แต่ที่แน่ๆคือการฟื้นฟูเมืองทั้งหมดที่เราเห็นเนี่ยแทบจะเกิดจากภาคประชาชนนะ2 ส่วนก็คือส่วนของมูลนิธิและอาสาสมัครที่มาช่วยกันเก็บขยะฟื้นเมืองสร้างบรรยากาศของเมืองให้กลับคืนมาอีกอันนึงก็เกิดจากการฟื้นตัวของแต่ละบ้านแต่ละหลังเองตอนนี้ความช่วยเหลือจากรัฐบาลก็ 9,000 บาทต่อหลัง ครับพอยุบสภาปุ๊บความช่วยเหลือจากรัฐบาลกลางก็ลดลงจนภาคธุรกิจก็พูดชัดเจนมากว่าหาดใหญ่ถูกทิ้ง
But Dr. Supat's candidacy could be at risk after a public health ministry panel voted to dismiss him from civil service over alleged procurement irregularities during the COVID-19 pandemic. He plans to appeal the decision and says the move is political revenge for his long-time criticism of government health policies. We don't know yet who will represent Hat Yai in parliament, but what's certain is that the next flood will come as it does every year. The next MP will need to assure residents here that the state is better prepared for it. Saksith Saiyasombut, CNA Hat Yai.